Now, Russia's invasion of Ukraine prompted a wave of unprecedented international sanctions on Russia as well as on Kremlin officials and wealthy Russian businessmen. But these restrictions are not only expected to affect Russia, but South Korean firms with operations there as well. Our Yoo-jin with the details.
With the international community slapping sanctions on Russia, South Korean companies involved in trade with the country are likely to also be affected. To start off, a total of 151 South Korean companies are currently doing business in Russia. Out of the 151 companies, 16 conglomerates manage 53 corporate bodies across Russia. Hyundai Motor Group have the most entities with 18, followed by Samsung and Lotte. In terms of location, the capital Moscow is where most South Korean companies, including LG Electronics, Samsung Electronics, Orion Manufacturing, and Woori Bank are located. Next is St. Petersburg, which is home to local representatives of Hyundai Motor, Hyundai Steel, and Lotte Hotel. In terms of sector, manufacturing makes up more than half of South Korea's foreign direct investment to Russia, with 59.5%. Car production takes up the highest proportion of the sector, followed by pharmaceuticals and food.
A lot of South Korean firms who have manufacturing companies within Russia are having a hard time. They lack a smooth supply of parts, and even if they sell their products in Russia, transactions are made with a now collapsed ruble.
Alarm bells are also ringing for South Korean trade. As of last year, Russia was South Korea's 10th largest trading partner, accounting for 1.6% of total exports and 2.8% of imports. In terms of exports, automobile and auto parts were highest with 40.6%. More than 70% of imports from Russia came from the energy sector. In the near future, South Korea and Russia's trade in terms of auto parts and cosmetics is expected to be disrupted with a surge in raw material prices and a shortage of rare gas types like krypton used for semiconductors, adding more concern. Experts say South Korean firms will have a hard time for a while, with the international community imposing stricter economic curbs on Moscow, such as expelling it from the SWIFT banking system. Yoo-jin, Arirang News.